Hello and welcome to Happy Open House. Today we're going to walk through using Happy Open House so that you can supercharge your open houses. First, we can get a quick overview by coming to our website. You can come and take a look at some of the features that we offer, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there are a couple of helpful links at the bottom of the page in the footer. So you can again, access the login if you wanted to. It's over here at the top right hand. There's also links to the app stores. You can get Happy Open House on Android devices, whether they're tablets and phones, or iPhone devices, again, iPads or iPhones. And of course, you can always come to our support center. If you click here, you can go to our FAQs. And you can always reach us at support@happyopenhouse.com. So you can always dig a little deeper and learn more about us. Again, Happy Open House is fully featured on all devices. Let's go ahead and jump right into using the app. So the first thing is, if you click on login here, you'll come to this page and you can log into Happy Open House on the web browser. You can actually use Happy Open House on any device, on any phone or tablet, or even on the web. So when you log in on the web, on a web browser here on your computer, you can simply click use Happy Open House with the browser and you'll be logged in to using Happy Open House here. I'm going to go ahead, for the purposes of this walkthrough, show you the experience on a tablet. And this is, again, Happy Open House works the same on all devices. If you switch between a phone device like an iPhone or a Galaxy here, or even the latest iPhone X, right? It works the same on all devices, on all orientations. You can rotate the device and it works the same. So let's go ahead and work with an iPad, and let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you'll want to do when you log into Happy Open House is fill in your account details or your profile details. So if you click on the menu and you go to My Account, you can fill in a few things. You can change the profile picture. I already have one uploaded here. I just put a generic name. You can put your name, your phone number. Of course, you can redo your password here, but you can also enter your license number. So when certain communications go out that require that, and you can put an email signature and you press save, and you'll be done setting up your profile. The next thing you'll want to set up are the integrations. So again, if we click on the menu and click on integrations, our integrations tab allows you to connect your favorite services to Happy Open House, your favorite CRMs or marketing services. So here we see that under active, we have Top Producer, but if you look at all of them, it can give you a full list, or you can kind of drill down by CRMs, Follow Up Boss, contextually, LionDesk, or marketing tools like MailChimp. And this is where we are able to pass the leads or automatically sync the leads to those services. For an example, let's say it's Top Producer. This one's already connected, but you'll see for every integration that we have, the instructions on how to connect them and a note about what will happen with that integration. So some require an API key, some require an email address, but it's very easy to do that and to connect. So please go through the list and see what else you can use. And you only have to set this up once to get started. The next item to set up are the email templates. So the way you get to the email templates is to click on the menu and go under admin or administration, the admin area. And there are different items here that you can see, like adding agents or offices or custom questions. There are a lot of things that we can go through in more detail at a different time. You can go under mass messages. So these are the emails. Now, we offer a set of what we call system or default emails that you can take a look at. You can clone them if you want to make a copy of these and just edit what's there. Things like offer instructions or an update on another upcoming open house. And you can create your own custom questions. So here you can click Create New, and then you can give it a label, and you can put a subject in the body. You can make it active. And if you click Tap to see the available tags, these are tags that you can dynamically and automatically insert into your subject line or your body. Things like the property name or the property address or the lead's first name. So it makes your life easier to send mass messages that are personalized. Okay, so now once you went ahead and created a few messages that you like, and again, you don't have to create them now, but it's a good idea to create a few or just take a look at the system messages to see if you like them, so that once you have your open house, you can quickly and easily select them and send them those messages. Okay, so now we're going to get into actually starting an open house. So let's go back to the dashboard, and you'll see a few options here. You can add a property, you can schedule an open house, or we have what we call the Start Open House Wizard. Let's go ahead and start with the Start Open House Wizard, and then I'll explain kind of the different things you can do with properties, open houses, and leads. So if you click on Start Open House, it starts the wizard. Now, when you're in the wizard, we're going to take you through a series of steps to get to the open house. So we're going to first select a property, then we're going to select an open house for that property, then we're going to add the questions that we want, and then select the design, and then launch the sign-in sheet. And this is an easy walkthrough. You can do all of these steps separately. As I mentioned before, you can create properties separately, and each property can have one or more open houses. So for example, if you wanted to create a Saturday open house and a Sunday open house and a Tuesday broker tour or a Wednesday tour, we have the concept of separating all your open houses, and you can manage them separately, and you can add separate custom questions to each open house. But in this case, we're going to go through the wizard as if we were already all set up, and then I'm going to show you that process here. So first we can select a property, and if we don't have one, we can create a new one. But let's assume we have one, and it's very easy. The only thing you need is a name, and you can add the address and other details if you wanted. We've already went ahead and had some properties here. Again, you can use Happy Open House for residential properties, for luxury properties, for leases, for rentals, for commercial, for business opportunities, for lots. You can use it for virtually anything you want. There are even interesting use cases for events and showings that you can use Happy Open House for. So let's go ahead and select this property. Once we select that property, we go to the open house step in the wizard. Now, we already have some open houses set up. You can create a new one. So for example, if you have an upcoming one, you can select the day and the time, right? You can give it a description. For example, Saturday 2 to 4, and you can select the day and the time. But we already have some selected already, so let's go with the Saturday 2 to 4. So the next step in the wizard is to add custom questions. Now, a couple of things about adding custom questions. First, you'll notice that we have the option of what we call a single page or a multi-step. If you select single page, all of the questions will be on one page in the sign-in sheet. The user will come in, fill out their details, and press submit or finish, all on one page. If you select multi-step, it creates a wizard where the user is only asked one question at a time. So they're asked one question, you press next. One question, you press next. So that's up to you, what preference you want. We give you the option and the flexibility to have the type of experience that you want for your visitors. And the idea is you can select questions from pre-existing questions or questions that you've created and saved as templates, or you can create brand new questions on the spot. Let's not create a question right now. When you go to select questions, you can see all of them, and you can differentiate by the system or the default questions or your own custom questions or all that are available. These are already checked off in this example, but we can add, are you pre-approved again? And you add it. So now it shows up. Again, creating a question is very easy. Now, once you have your questions selected, let me go ahead and delete that one because it's just a repeat question. And you can delete by swiping to the left. And you can actually swipe to the right and reorder your questions, so up or down, so you can bring it up or bring it back down. So don't forget that you can always swipe to either delete or take more actions. Now let's go ahead into the next step of the wizard. This is where you will select your design. You can upload new pictures. This is going to be the background image that will be used in the sign-in sheet. We went ahead and selected one already. We can press start, or you can press start here as well. And now you're getting ready to start what we call open house mode, or this is where you're launching the sign-in sheet. Let's go ahead and start open house mode. You'll see the screen. This was the background image that was selected, and you can tap to register a new visitor. But before that, let me show you on the top left-hand corner here. You can add new leads manually during an open house, or you can exit the open house mode and go back to the normal screen. Let's go ahead and tap to register. And again, we selected everything on a single page. So you can see the left-hand side also has the background. It's hosted by me. You can configure some of this. And then I can go in and enter all my details, select my answers, and press finish. You can go to the next guest, or you can quickly add a note here. And you can also add notes to the same lead that has come in or to the same visitor by using a different device. So let's say you're using your iPad for the open house registration. As leads are coming in and filling this out, any device that you use, whether it's a laptop or your mobile device or your phone, can be used to see those leads in real time on the back end, and you can make those edits and changes. And then you can add a note. It'll go to the next guest, or you click next guest and you continue the process. Okay, great. Again, we're not going to go through every detail as this is an overview. You can always go check out our tutorials library where we have 1 to 2 minute tutorials of every feature that we have, and we keep that list updated. Let's go ahead and exit open house mode. and go back to the dashboard. Now that we've finished the open house, you can access all of the leads in a few different ways. So if you click on the leads menu item here, you're going to see all of your leads that have come in. You're probably going to want to narrow it down to the leads that are for that property or for that specific open house. You can click on the property here and you can go on to click on leads in the submenu. This is the lead that came in. You can also go to the open house itself. So Saturday 2 to 4, you click on that and you click on the leads. And these are all the leads that have come in. And these are all the leads that have come into the open house. So now that you have a list of all of these leads, you can send an email. You click on the email icon. You can select to one or more or select all. And you can send an email here. And again, this is where you can select your messages we defined earlier. So if you select one of them here with offer instructions, it pre-populates it. You can go ahead and edit it in real time if you wanted to. And you can go ahead and send a message to follow up with everyone. And we give you the available tags again if you wanted to personalize this a little bit more as well. Now let's take a step back out. It's important to remember that you can add as many properties as you want, and for each property, you can add multiple open houses. And with that, you can narrow down the leads that were collected at that specific open house for that property. And always keep in mind that if you go to the properties list, you can always swipe. And again, swiping to the left, in this case, if you're in the properties list, gives you the option to start an open house or to schedule one or to delete the property. If you're in the open houses list, if you swipe, you have the option to start or delete the open house. And in the leads view, if you swipe a lead, you have the option to add them to your native device's contact list. You can call them, open up your email client and send them an email, or delete. You also have the ability to export the lead list. If you click on this Excel icon here, it will say export lead list to email. And if I press OK, it went ahead and sent an email with that spreadsheet to my email where you can further process that spreadsheet if you wanted. Now keep in mind, if you set up integrations, that those leads will already be syncing and automatically be sent to those CRMs or those marketing platforms. And then finally, on the dashboard, you're going to get the high-level metrics of the number of properties you have, the number of open houses, the number of leads, and then you can do the further drill down by clicking on the properties itself and going into the property, and then you can take a look at the leads and the different open houses that you've done. You're also going to want to add owners here because you can send them what we call an open house report. If you go to the open houses of that property and you click on one of these open houses, you can see the different things you can configure for the open house, but there's also the report button. So if you click on the report button, it generates a report that will be sent to anyone that you listed as an owner of that property. And then you press send and off it fires. And again, you can check the list of available tags to see if you wanted to further personalize the message. Okay, great. This was an overview of what Happy Open House can do for you. I really encourage you, if you're new to Happy Open House, to download the app on different devices. They'll all behave the same and function the same. Get used to the experience. Test it out on the web browser if you like as well. And use it on the different platforms before you start your first open house. Beyond this walkthrough, if you want to dive deeper into every single feature of Happy Open House, all you have to do is go to happyopenhouse.com/tutorials. And you'll see the getting started videos, this introduction, all of the features, a step-by-step to all of the features. And you'll see 1 to 2 minute video tutorials of all the features that we have that you can scroll through in case you wanted just a quick deep dive into a specific feature, and even the integration, how to set them up and how to walk through that. Please visit that. You can get there by clicking on the menu item and the help tab. And what you'll see is a link to the video tutorials as well as our support email information in case you don't find what you're looking for or have a question that is not resolved in the videos. So again, before you contact support, come to our tutorials page and see if we already have this. If you need further product support, you can reach us at support@happyopenhouse.com. Our team manages that 7 days a week. Thank you for your time today, and we look forward to supercharging all of your open houses. Until next time, have a happy open house.